Now I think we will be having Cortland's performance.
Really?
Yeah.
Second?
It's going to be great.
What's your talent tonight?
My talent tonight is I'm going to recite one of my favorite poems, Mighty Casey Up to Bat.
Right.
The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. And then when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a panel-like silence fell upon the patrons of that game. A straggling few got up to go in the deep despair. The rest clung to hope, which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could get a whack at that, we put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did also Jimmy Blake, and the former who was a hoodoo, while the later was a cake. So upon the stricken multitude, grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more, there rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled up the flat. For Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner, and as he stepped into his plate, there was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit off Casey's face. When, responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed off his hat, no stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at bat. 10,000 eyes were upon him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball in his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eyes, a snarl curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered spear came hurling into the air, and Casey took a watching it as it grounded there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. "That ain't my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said.
Strike one.
From the benches, black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of the storm waves on a stern and distant shore. "Kill him! Kill the umpire!" shouted someone in the stands, and it's likely that they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage showed. He stilled the rising stomach. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun spear flew, but Casey still ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two." "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echo answered fraud. But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was away. Then they saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain, and they knew that Casey wouldn't let the ball go by again. The sneer had fled up from Casey's lip. The teeth are now clenched in hate. He pounds his cruel violence of his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and little children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out.
Very good. And the MC said,
That was a great poem. Am I not wrong?
You're right.
You're right, Steve.